A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter locomotion and movement. And the topic is mechanism of muscle contraction. Before going to start with this topic, first we discuss about the contractile protein or structure of the muscle fiber. Structure of muscle fiber or muscle fiber, then we discuss about contractile protein, contractile protein, or after this we will discuss about the muscle contraction or mechanism of muscle contraction. So how the muscle contraction takes place, it is totally depend upon the structure of contractile protein, because they perform due to the presence of contractile protein. The contraction of muscle takes place in a systematic manner. Now, as we know, the muscle is surrounded by the cartilaginous sheath, or the one muscle fiber consists of different structure. If we are going to discuss about the muscle fiber, so as we know, the outer membrane of cell is known as, or the membrane of cell is known as plasma lemma. So just like plasma lemma, the membrane is also present over the muscle fiber. So that membrane is known as sarcolemma. Sarcolemma, muscle fiber. Then mitochondria, ribosome, but in the muscle fiber it is known as sarcosome. Nucleus and attached endoplasmic reticulum, but here this is known as sarcoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum, not the endoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum. The cytoplasm is known by the name sarcoplasm. Sarcoplasm. Now, except these structure, the characteristic feature of muscle fiber is the presence of actin and myosin filament. So, actin and myosin filament also present in inside the muscle fiber. So, actin and myosin filament. So, we are going to discuss it from outside the cell. So, what will be the structure of actin and myosin filament, or in what manner it is present, or what is A band, S zone, I band. Now, when we discuss about the actin, because these are the contractile protein or contractile protein present in the muscle cell. line shows the myosin filament, or this one is actin filament. So these are myosin, and the thin line shows the actin protein or actin filament. Actin filament. Actin filament and myosin filament. So this one is Z line. Here is also Z line. Through the Z line, all the actin filament get associated, or where the actin filament is present, the area looks light in appearance. So that's why the region is known as light band. This region known as light band. Or also known as I band, because in this region only actin is present, so that's why isotrophic band. I stand for isotrophic band. Isotrophic band. I stand for isotrophic band. Now similarly, here is also the I band is present. Now the area which consists of two bands, two actin or myosin, because in such area the actin as well as myosin both are present. So that's why the area is known as A band, or A stands for an isotrophic band. A stands for an isotrophic band because it consists of light band and dark band, or it consists of actin and myosin filament. But the appearance of this band is dark in appearance due to the presence of myosin filament, because they are quite thick than the actin filament, and actin filament are thin filament, or the reason where the actin filament is present. So that reason is known as I band. I stand for isotrophic because only the actin filament is present, or A band consists of myosin as well as the actin filament. So that's why this reason is known as an isotrophic band, or also said to be dark band. Also, now the distance in between the two Z line is known as sarcomere. Sarcomere. And the distance of only myosin is known as H zone, where the only myosin is present. That region is known as H zone, or the line which divide myosin in two parts. That line is M line, middle line. Sarcomere. If we are going to discuss about the length of sarcomere, so the length of sarcomere, this one is from the Z line, the half I band present here and the half towards the right hand side. Sorry, left hand side. Right or left. So that's why if we are going to discuss about the sarcomere, so half of I band plus all A band, then also add, and half region of again I band. So this is the length of sarcomere. So the association of these arrangement is observed in the muscle fiber. All the proteins in the muscle fiber help in the contraction and relaxation of the muscle fiber. Actually, the actin filament in the contraction, during the contraction, the size of sarcomere reduce till the S zone, or the axis reaches to the myosin filament. So that is the known as contraction of muscle, or the when the size of sarcomere increase by increasing the distance in between the Z line, and the myosin filament, so that will result in the relaxation of the muscle fiber. Now let us discuss about the contractile protein, students. So here is overall about the muscle cells and the how the actin filament and what is the distance in between the actin and myosin filament. Contractile proteins. There are two kind of contractile protein: actin protein and myosin protein. So first we discuss about the actin protein. Actin protein is formed by the glomerular protein. Globular protein. Globular protein. So actin is formed by the globular protein, or globular protein is a spherical structure of protein, same protein, or which associated or linked with each other or get polymerized to form F-actin. F-actin, that is filamentous actin. Filamentous actin. Polymerized to form F-actin. Now F-actin binds with the troponin, tropomyosin, and troponin and tropomyosin. Troponin, tropomyosin, and form actin filament. So how they get arranged or associated with each other? One actin filament formed by two helix of the F-actin. Two helix of the F-actin. So these are globular actin which bind with each other or get polymerized to form a single filament of F-actin. These two strands arrange in a helical manner or rotate around the axis of tropomyosin. These are held together or arranged in a helical manner around the tropomyosin, which is also a protein. So this is a protein. Tropomyosin, thread-like structure. Now these are globular protein, G, also said to be G protein, and the one helix is known as F-actin, filamentous actin, or at some reason there is a presence of active sites which are covered by troponin, another type of protein. So these are troponin. So the troponin cover the active site present on the actin filament, because through the active site, actin filament bind with the myosin filament and slide over the myosin filament, or thus the muscle contraction takes place. So this is the process in the muscle contraction, or how the in the muscle contraction takes place. Muscle contraction takes place. So this is the process in the muscle contraction, or how the in the muscle contraction the troponin cover the actin filament during the muscle contraction when the impulse or when the nervous system trigger the muscle fiber or through the neurotransmitter substance at the junction of neuromuscular junction or through which due to the internal cell signaling or calmodulin cell receptor the calcium release or they bind with the troponin or through which they uncover the active site uncovered or due to the uncovering of active site the myosin had bind with the active filament. So that is the significant function. This is the significant function or the special function of the troponin. Now let us discuss about the myosin filament. Myosin filament. What is myosin filament? Myosin filament is simply is formed by meromyosin. So the unit structure of myosin filament is structure of myosin filament is meromyosin. Meromyosin. If you are going to discuss or draw a structure of meromyosin, so structure is simply the structure consists of tail and head region, or the tail and head region consists of two side or which is known as ATP binding site, ATP binding site. And the second is actin binding site. Actin binding site. This is short arm. This region is tail. So in the meromyosin, these are the respective structure. ATP binding site has the ATPase enzyme. Or due to this enzyme activity bind with the ATP or help in the utilization of phosphate, which phosphate group or dephosphorylation occur, where the phosphate use during the sliding of actin filament over the myosin filament. So myosin add with the actin filament by the actin binding site. ATP binding site bind with the ATP or give the energy which is give energy to the cross bridge structure or required for the binding or formation of cross bridge. This is the overall structure of the myosin filament. Now these myosin filament bind with the actin with the help of ATP binding site or short arm actin binding site also present. ATPase enzyme present at the head region of the myosin filament or that is required for the binding with actin filament. So this is the contractile structure of the contractile protein. Now let us discuss about how the impulse generated. So whenever we want to move our body part or move our limbs, so nerve impulse transmission carried out through the nerve cells or through the central nervous system or through peripheral nervous system, with the impulse get transmitted to the nerve cells. Now in the to the muscle cells, not nerve cells. Nerve cells or neurons transfer the impulse to the muscle cells, or whenever, for example, it is controlled by CNS, central nervous system. The sensory nerve, these are the sensory nerves. Now, sensory nerves bind with the muscle fiber, or they transfer the neurotransmitter substance at the neuromuscular junction. So this one is neuromuscular junction, and near the neuromuscular junction they release the neurotransmitter substance through the CNS sensory nerve. There is motor nerve. Sensory nerve receive the signal from the organ, or motor nerve give the response what the cell is going. Okay, a motor nerve target or give the response to the cell, muscular cells. Now in the response they release the neurotransmitter substance or acetylcholine. Neurotransmitter substance is acetylcholine. The acetylcholine bind with the receptor present on the muscle plasma or the sarcolemma. The receptors for neurotransmitter substance acetylcholine present the acetylcholine bind with the receptor, or they initiate the internal signaling through the calma-durin cell signaling process, where there is release of the calcium ion from the endoplasmic reticulum, through the second messenger, as we know, calma-durin. Now, when the calcium ion release, here is the actin filament. Already they have the troponin, or these calcium ion bind with the troponin. Thus, the uncovering of the muscle fiber uncovering of the actin filament active site happen, or due to this reason, the myosin head bind with actin filament and then slide. Myosin head bind with actin filament and then slide. So this process will take place during the sliding filament theory. In detail we will discuss about in next class the sliding filament theory. Here how the actin and myosin filament work, how the contractile, what is the structure of contractile protein, or what are the structure except the actin or myosin filament, how the muscle contraction takes place. It is already discussed in today's class. Now I hope you can it is easy for you to understand how the contraction takes place, how our nervous system controls our body movement and the locomotion and the contraction of muscle through which. So here is overall about the contractile protein, actin, myosin filament, structure of the muscle fiber. I hope you like this video, students. So thank you for listening and watching me, student.